Welcome everyone to another video, and in this video we are going to be taking a look at the brand new cup. I am super late on this because I was in LA, slightly losing my voice. It was a great weekend, very exhausted, and I have to go work in the morning. But regardless, the Fusion Cup will run from January 1st to January 31st, so there will be some slight overlap between Fusion tournaments and Timeless tournaments. So it'd be kind of cool if people did like two in one day, one Fusion, one Timeless. I guess that's fusing the two cups. My poor jokes still prevail even when I'm not feeling that great. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the cups because they have some pretty unique rules. So obviously Team 6, Great League, dual types only, which means that they have two different types. So for example, Altaria has Flying Dragon. So it's allowed in the cup based off of this particular rule. The second restriction is that the second charge move costs cap. That means no 75,000, no 100,000. Stardust costs second moves. This probably. I wonder if this also applies if someone has like a shadow Pokemon, because I'm pretty sure shadow charge moves are also more expensive. That's something that will probably never come up because I can't imagine too many people will bring shadow Pokemon two cups. There's also specific bans to keep the cup balanced. Azumarill, Medicham, Dugong, and all the Wormadams are not allowed. That's too bad for the Wormadams. I'm not sure they necessarily would be that OP, but I can go ahead and take a look later if you guys want. The following is the exact list of which species are permitted for use in the Fusion Cup. So there's going to be a white list. I'm not sure if more Pokemon are released in future gens, in like Gen 5, for example, whether or not they'll be included or not. But for now, this is the list. Some pretty interesting picks. But let's go overhead into pvpoke.com and try to get a sense of the meta as it is right now. So as you can see, when you go to the Fusion Cup, you'll see that Altaria is the king of the Pokemons, and that's for a couple reasons. One, Bastiodon is banned because of the 75,000 limit. So is Lapras, and Azumarill is banned because of that specific clause. So that takes away a lot of the traditional counters for Altaria, but there's also a lot of really good Pokemon that beat Altaria. So if we go ahead and take a look in the One Shield, you'll see it only has 29 losses. Some of these are pretty decent Pokemon, like Alolan Ninetales, Wigglytuff, Sandslash, Togekiss, Celio, Wishcash. So Wishcash can actually double Blizzard. I believe that's the case in the One Shield. Yeah, so you can just double Blizzard with Wishcash. Obviously, you're gonna, if you bait with Mud Bomb, then you're in a little bit better situation. You have a lot more health than if you double Blizzard. So if you double Blizzard, you're gonna get hit by a Sky Attack. But if you don't want to play any mind games, then you can certainly still win. I'm not sure. I guess if it's a very attack oriented. So yeah, if it's a very attack oriented, doesn't have to be this. Does it have to be that high? 110. Doesn't have to be that high. It can just be like even like a 5 maybe. Let's go 7, 10, 10, 8, 7. Anyway, so example of this one, this would be a pretty mediocre IV distribution one, but this one should be able to beat it in the One Shield pretty easily, just with the Dragon Breath. So that in that case you would have to bait, but in most cases people are gonna have pretty decent IV Altarias, just because the Altaria has been used in a lot of different cups. So just a quick fact there. Alolan Sandshrew. Okay, I was gonna say Sandslash, but okay, so that's a spicy pick. Then you can do that. Frostlass, Poliwrath. Poliwrath beats it. Oh, with Mudshot. If it just triple ice punches. Whoa. Okay, I didn't realize that. No baiting required either. Oh, that's an interesting one. There. And we'll get. I'll leave this one actually up here. That's actually very interesting that it beats in the 1 shield. It also beats in the 2 shield to straight ice punch. Ooh, that is it's a pretty decent pick. Don't sleep on that one for sure. And we see a bunch of other ice, Snover. So there's Bronzon, but Bronzon matchup is kind of iffy. It's fairly neutral. There's a couple of situations on when you do the sky attack. There's like some break points or bulk points. Loses the Magneton, but a lot of times people are carrying not so great Magnetons. Bronzon is number 2. It obviously serves the role as a anti-flyer, but it's a very soft anti-flyer. It also then beats the corresponding grass Pokemon. It does lose really hard to Wishcash, which is what you're going to find a lot. Wishcash is going to be a really strong safe pick, because even if they switch in too slow, even with a Razor Leafer, it usually has enough time to get a Blizzard, so it can force a shield. Heracross gonna be pretty good. Should be able to beat Wishcash, because it does have that underlying bug typing, or it's mainly the bug typing, that allows it to resist the mud shots. So it does beat Wishcash in all scenarios except for the 2 shield. And even in this case it just straight up Blizzard, so it will do a lot regardless. So not really too much play there, but Heracross with that close combat is going to be pretty deadly. And actually saw that Valor Ash was able to beat an Altaria. It was slightly misplayed on Altaria's part to beat with a Heracross with those close combats. It's only a defense drop, so the close combats and the counters will continue to do the same amount of damage. You see Swampert high up on this list, but you see Wishcash a little bit better because it is able to beat Altaria. Venusaur, Alolan Marowak, Noctowl, Probopass is a very good Altaria counter, but it's not as strong as Bastiodon because it's not as bulky. Its fast move doesn't deal super effective damage, so it's much more difficult to farm down, and as well it leaves it very vulnerable against Wishcash. You see Piloswine, or Piloswine, however you want to say it, Charizard, Frostlash, Shiftry, Claydol, Toxicroak, a number of different options, but really the meta revolves around Altaria and Wishcash and trying to find a Pokemon that can beat both, and that might end up being Poliwrath. Let's see here. Let's see Wishcash. Maybe not with Dynamic Punch. Okay, so Poliwrath is able to beat Altaria and interesting, probably even straight Dynamic Punch. Let's see. Yeah, it's able to beat straight Dynamic Punch, no playing around, and able to beat Wishcash in the 1 shield. So Poliwrath, a pretty strong consideration. It's not high up on this list. It does lose to Bronzon. I think it loses to Heracross, especially with close combat now. Yes, it does. Okay. All right. Some things to consider, and there's some trade-offs, but being able to beat Wishcash and Altaria is a pretty good combination. Not too many Pokemon can have that on their resume. Let me know down in the comment section below what else beats Altaria and Wishcash in the 1 shield matchup. Alolan Marowak, good against Bronzon, good against like the anti flying. But you're going to see a lot of Altaria. You're going to see a lot of Wishcash. We're going to see how this meta flushes out. It's looking decent. I wouldn't say as good as Timeless, but it has some potential. But you might see a little bit too much Altaria in Wishcash in this meta. But it is a pretty cheap cup in the sense that these are things that you're already going to power up for Go Battle League, or that you've already had in previous cups, and as well all the second charge moves are pretty cheap. So certainly it's very conceivable, if you especially been battling in the past, that you could spend 0 dust in this cup, or you could spend a decent amount. But even if you do spend a decent amount, these are going to be pretty good investments that you can use going forward. Let me know how you want me to cover this type of material. Do you want me to do battles? Do you want me to dive into certain situations, movesets? I don't know if there's any particular moveset considerations that I can see right now, especially near the top, what I could see is comparing, for example, the anti flyers Bronzon versus Alolan Sandslash. What are the trade offs? But you let me know down in the comment section below how you want me to cover this cup. And yeah, and if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see everyone in the next video.